Yene lawyer Benjamin Antiedu ending komo anapai ewujumidi no eso. Lawyer, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Nempom tisi anapai.
Boy, the another mama mo ya na mo so eh.
Ye kokromun kakra. Ansa na me ne obedi nkomo no. Ma memfa o portfolio ento nchen. Ma memfa adwuma ento nchen. Na memfa o Ben. Sa wo ye Ghana ni. Na membisa say wo expectations and the same. Say finance minister ebe kan budget a.
This particular year, and I have one next year. Not just say yes. Now you say Shessan Shishaye, Shronkwan, a bit more stabilize the city, no? Maybe the exchange rate in Puabafem. Now you can measures are Ebema and Hutra, your woman says, Akofem. And this year's budget is the most important budget to me. Because this year in particular, no, you will say our external factors are contributed to it. I want to like up I'm a share ya certain my money or the vulnerable in society or more papa. Here be beer a day I'm a year ebeba. Our budgeting. Go budget no year one single most important policy of government here. And I'm more able to be a basic assumption in line with that policy. Next year. This year, the event I buying to me maybe magic be a winning the partnership. Next year, the expectation is that the economy will be better as we inch towards even conclusion of the IMF, deal.
Opani, say what can we do now? My main for attending show as a lawyer. Now there are concerns, and whether we should be concerned about it. Say the calls by the majority and the minority and the motion of censure across our parliament. Say constitutional Ashekete said the finance minister must read the budget. It was supposed to have been on the 15th. Yentimi en read it. Nyame pocha en read it. Say Koba say majority abstaining, minority abstaining. Now even yenya 40-50 of a majority side and so abstaining. I didn't see from the point of view of a constitution.
But that's it. So from the constitutional point of view, Article 179, no, Mekagakra said mention finance minister Dion was a president, Anna said Oma will be a budget and be presented to Parliament. And I will believe, but that in there definitely is about presentation. Into Public Financial Management Act, and then a book finance minister needing. Into and holiday, I made them near 1 4 years. They say, Obi for to me are presented. Because constitution on the act of parliament boy brother say constitution no dey near the ejuma na yambra question so nti say no parliament osha yura justice Abdullah case no constitution is clear and justice Abdullah case no so strengthen say parliament answer parliament bet national for a formal sitting of parliament to take place no there must be at least 1/3 of all members of parliament in the chamber or to be present. And just a 94 near. So yeah, number no parliament yeah, any minister no finance minister no and now be for bit my representative budget no. But yeah, minimum number of members na quorum no for parliament to sit there. And there cannot be any presentation of the budget. Yeah, will be bit me akokota akobwa to say bibia NC because I meeting the constitutional requirement. So when the constitution or the law is talking about presenting or doing something before parliament, it is parliament that is well constituted.
Yes. Opening some information are ever through premised on the earlier question maybe say which was based on conjecture and then assumptions. We if we MPP party no aswe Justin Kudia our general secretary of the party no Ninsa Eshase na majority chief whip so Eshase or say resolution of impasse in the NPP parliamentary group menka the essential parts na emfama na afi ni yento competition also at a meeting this evening, the 22nd of November 2022, involving the majority caucus, the leadership of the parliament and the council of elders, it has been agreed by all to refocus and recline to the earlier position requested by the president, to wit, the demand be stood down and to the conclusion of the round of negotiations with the International Monetary Fund, which would feed into the 2023 budget. The presentation of the 2023 budget statement and economic policy on the 24th of November 2022 by the finance minister on behalf of the president, and then subsequent presentation and passage of the appropriation bill. The meeting agreed that the president would act upon the initial request of the NPP parliamentary caucus after the conclusion of these matters. Opani, Minjiwa Kakra, from this statement, is it to suggest to say, as it stands now, unfortunately, only economists, but still, I'll pick your mind on it. Because the tone of the year release suggests to say, a year kwese any IMF no ejina and pempensuobi enti based upon the conclusions and ye feeding into the budget opani Ken Ofori Atta eko within yame pochina oria na ye through appropriation mo na afi no omampani afara no. Is that what you get as being represented in this statement?
Yeah, no statement, implicit in that there. Say, not really about IMF, negotiation being factored here, but definitely to anticipate some of the directions that have been agreed so far. You say, negotiation about ending next year, possibly within the first or second quarter. And we don't expect to say you specific details in the budget, but at least it should cast some shadow or some reflections to be any other. But yeah, sure, not as I have said, there is the party more or less directing, or let's say here, they are not compelling them. They have reached some agreement with them, and what is allowed in parliamentary systems. Negotiation, consensus building is always there. But some majority side and the budget two man almost to the MC drew na yebehu because they be as any panasia but ni padodo was any share your mujitu musa any idea. Say majority for side and MP. Ain't mean to me and say be our decision or matrikino and said they should go by what the president is taking. Or they will face a lot of consideration in reaching that agreement. Here, one of the I will stay off. It is a moment as one more there because at the end of the day the decision is in their hand. But they should also remember, say, and your party in one or more representative of parliament, even though constitutionally our parliament is structured on political lines. But who say you are representing particular group of people in your constituency. Into almost no, position I will taking in may sure say we take a decision against your own government. Now say you are representing the views of your constituents because some vanze enyamemiensa, some omagana, some party, some constituents. And they say who take a decision be a tia or party there na say what is some omagana and that's all the so constituents. It is representation away and I say Ubertuna JJ more and the any krawa wants them and they say any political accountability say 4 years time and as they say in 2 years time the people have the chance to state their satisfaction or otherwise of your performance. And sana met me akano.
Opini, are there the likelihoods say the finance minister's work would be frustrated along the way, seeing that one, there is a motion of censure that is hanging on his head. Reporting it was supposed to have come out Ember out. Two, there's a petition against the finance minister at Shraj. I say, obviously, be inviting us. So one brand into no any normal. With these IMF negotiations, is there a possibility that these would frustrate the work of the finance minister if we were able to jump the hurdle of the presentation of the budget?
Thank you. Good question. But wait there, let me limit it to the parliamentary relationship and how he can get the business of government, the budget through. You say no, we start men earlier. No, you say no, seven says Shraj near idea. Or we because as any and the lawyers could be representing here. So that will not be a key issue. But the key issue here is that you present budget and you approve budget. No, the budget approval process. No, a wakakra. Say minister never present budget now. Will be the budget no parliament here. Once your mom rekakra be a day or two. Now parliament debate the policy. The financial policy of the government for 2023. Debate in the so ama ye parliament be adopt report na no be reject or be adopt policy na so be reject. Enti no we last year we dey see last year no. Enti betimi a reject budget no. Ti reject budget no dey na say enko and consider even annual budget estimate of the agencies, ministries, departments, and agencies. And you say, no, who say, a chinampo, no, say, parliament in Yakurum, that minister will present a budget now, will be from Pope ever present a budget now. Then the bigger question is, debate, no, so no, ebit Miakoso, Abrayanya, Kurum, no. But, answer na parliament, Bedia to Manato, into a decision making, into another, just a win more than one half, and answer at least one half of members, all members of parliament to be present. Into a hono, na say, one area say, yeah, majority decision, there, yeah, consensus, there, na say about 1 year better. About 20 years better, the majority side, no, won't mean you will be any. Essentially, a crowd, Mosano, President Yakwe Crano, a young idea to Makumafite, one, and I say, a bit, I'm a mini I'm a man that they are here too. And a minority for no so dear. So because ABO almost already know they want the minister off. Almost need you deal with move because of the year near the other. And you know, says then they on principle no crime, they are not supposed to even vote to support on an agenda or whatever. And so means that the budget no cry approval of the budget no cry no is in a serious doubt. And I think that the government has a lot of work to do, and the party too. And that's why you prefer say, and can say a bit do hakra.
All right.
Because new regional so our minister no kwana obeti me the magic no magana for. You obeti ma tranche the magic no. I'm a party no, and omom eso mu dik madi. And I know no kwan so na or ye adwuma no ministry adwuma no. Ye first say the ministries, department agencies near adwuma na. Even though you will leader no, eda ya no there. But adwuma we no be brain na omom wa ase ne directors near you na you. And it's I say we knew how the ya be ebe di agunu de enya no because we crown oko Ministry of Finance or Director of Budgets. No policy near you said definitely the minister will give the direction.
Yeah.
Or cabinet will give the direction now. But or more they are the NBC money, you know. To only why you be will be amana. Aye, ministers you crown. Deputy ministers no. The deputies no could do say our man operational things no could lead more. Yeah, you be will be a man. Ain't in the natural didn't say, ye just didn't know for a yeah, can say, because what room pencil we are, and your opposition, you know. Your own party, even one of them cried to me about one tea besieging. I say, a you one, I say, I saw so I do say.